welcome to my channel. It's Big Bear, and today I'm showing you how I go through a plus 15 mist. Okay, on the screen right now you are seeing the talent that I use, and take a quick look and let's get started. On the lower right of the screen you will see my spell queue over here. Okay, just right above the damage meter. So we're gonna go through this one, open the gate. Now this pack over here, I signal which pack I'm going to pull, so that's going to be pack over there. We're going to skip the pack right here. Okay, so this 5 Spy Claw right here is extremely dangerous. So DPS and healer, when the tank start pulling these, use your defensive. And that should be the only time when you need that. The other time when you need it, we want to talk when we pull the pack, but really like when we pulling in here, just use your defensive. And after the tank get two pack together, stay next to the tank as much as possible. Because if you stay in range, these spy claw gonna jump on you and deal a lot of damage. Okay, another thing is that you see that these spy claw have a buff on themselves. So this one, after they die, will create a squirrely, and if you stand in the squirrely, you're gonna die. Okay, more likely. And we can dispel in them, but I do not dispel them because that swirling not only hit you or your teammate, it also hit everything else standing in there, including this pack. And after they get hit like that, I don't think they get any damage, but they're gonna get a debuff that increase the damage they're taking by 20%. So that's really huge. And so we really want to kill this one first. So this pack right here gonna get a debuff. All right, now let's get in there. I'm gonna throw a shield over here, get this guy. Okay, so I didn't dispel that, get in here and turn on my sentinel, pumping my cooldown here. See that they jumping and they deal a lot of damage. Okay, so once the tank set up the pull, you want to get in close in this area right here. All right, and the trees over now, the next thing that's gonna do damage on for you gonna be the trees itself. So you see those swirly, it getting the whole pack and the hit over here, and they got a debuff. It's not showing here. They will get a debuff for like 20 seconds. Okay, so the trees put a general on you, and after the general finish, you will become in a pop. Okay, so just the healer need to heal you, and other DPS destroy the pop. Okay, over here the priest put a Mythic, so we can skip this pack that's nasty and do nothing over here. Over here, a lot of time what they can do is just open here and get the buff from the shroom inside. I prefer to do it this way, just kill this pack and get the buff. So when we get in the maze, you know, like we get more damage buff. But over here, try to kick as much as possible the harvester. And other than that, for the tank, you only need to worry about the cleave ad over here. They're gonna put a debuff on you yourself. And over here you see I'm kiting here. Okay. Also I eat that mushroom right there. That mushroom gives you 10% of stamina, and it instantly heal you from 0 to 10 to 100%. Okay. So like in case you need to heal instantly, or like, you know, like emergency, just eat one of any of the shroom in here. All right. Then I start running away. Now the reason I'm running away not because I cannot tank this guy, but because when those guys hit you with their ability, they're gonna heal. It takes longer to kill them, so just kite them. Okay, it's not like you're a chicken, you run away. It to kill them faster. All right. Next, we're gonna have these two big ads over here. Make sure you mark one with skull, and for most of us, like it kind of like a unspoken rule. You see skull, you single target that thing down. These big guys, when they go down to 50% HP, they're gonna start doing the furious thrusting, and this one hurt a lot. As you can see, the healer is healing like 1 million over here, and they have some defensive going on too. Okay, so if both of them cast at the same time, it's almost unhealable as the high key. I mean 12 and up, like if they both cast at the same time, you wanna pray that you have some defensive or immunity. Over here, I put my blessing of sacrifice on the healer, so hopefully they're alive. As you can see, a lot of healing going on over here. Okay, And this guy trucking the tank really badly, so don't underestimate them. They really hitting you hard, okay? Okay, now we're gonna go finish this guy up and we go to the first boss. Alright. As a paladin, this boss right here, there's not much thing going on, like you just keep the threat on and try to interrupt the actual boss. So the trees, eventually, like the mechanic, you put the tree down to 20%, it's gonna give the boss a debuff for like, I think 15 seconds something, that he gonna take double or triple damage. So that's why over here we wanna focus the trees. But now as a paladin, you're gonna try to interrupt as much as possible over here. Okay, because in high key, when they cast like that, at least it's gonna take you like, I think like 70% of your health. Let's see how much. Oh, it's just half. Yeah. Never mind then. I don't know. Last time I do it in the 10, they kill my mage in just one hit. But anyway, you wanna try to interrupt the boss, and that all you're focusing on. Okay, so over here I kick that one, and then I signal where we're gonna go when the tree is putting out those thing on the ground. Now this is the burning phase. Okay, over here you wanna commit lust and any type big cooldown that you have. Okay, so in the burning phase like this is what you do. Lust and do whatever. So over here we only bring it down to 50%. That's good enough. All right, so we had 400, and then you see the trees only had 200 million HP. All right, now after the trees come back, get under control of the boss again, we focus the trees to bring it down. All right, and repeat and rinse. That's it. Other than that, this boss is like, I think it's gonna call Embrace of Darkness. It reduced the damage the boss taken by 99% or something. So you will really want to focus on the trees. Okay. And then Fox Compliant is a posing damage. You see that people start taking damage. Okay. Oh, my healer got hit by that. So the trees got into the burning phase again, but my DPS had no DPS cooldown. And you can see that we do very poorly in this one right here. In a more coordinated group, you will want to, sometimes you want to wait at least for your small cooldown to back up before entering the burning phase. That you make it more efficient. So we only burn it at 20%. Now over here, I think that if we all focusing on the boss, then we might be able to take it down. But I think I do something wrong here, and then I think I switch to the tree. No, I keep on the boss. So one of the DPS was kind of like focusing the trees, I think, and that's why we don't get enough damage. Now we signal the boss and everybody start pumping, but it's kind of too late. Okay, but well, eventually, in a Massify, we were able to finish the boss. So let me see, speeding up over here. So when the boss had to embrace darkness, we cannot really damage it anymore, and we had to switch, hard switch to the trees. Alright, it's a Massify in here from this part, because it's very tricky in this one in perk, because like sometimes people are like, okay, we might not be able to commit the boss, let's do the trees inside. The other one gonna be like, I want to hit on the trees, and I want to hit on the boss, let's commit on that, and sometimes it make a mess like we have few dead over here. Anyway, we kill the boss. Now we go to the second part of the dungeon. It's the maze. So I usually mark the boss over here. You can click on and mark it, and you can see wherever she go, then that's gonna be the right way. Okay. Sometimes if you watching that, you can see like the second room that she go to. All right. Now in this pack over here, there's not much thing for a tank to do. This is more like a healer thing, because this guy gonna like randomly target a DPS, most like the range DPS, and just need to heal up. Over here, the shaman put down the earth elemental. That's why I don't have any aggros in here, because the earth elemental constantly taunt the ad. All right, so good in there, and then we go to the next pool over here. So starting in the mage over here, most of the pack is okay. They hitting something, but you know, once you get the pool settled down, you should be fine. And like in this pack over here with the stalker, they put a nasty dot on your DPS. So make sure like the healer is keeping up, and if you have any defensive, make sure you have it. The expel also target DPS too, and the other healer. Just the range. Okay, so we're killing them here. Then we go to the next room. All right, this room over here, there's a guardian. The guardian is the one killing tank in here. It have a very strong ability called, I think, Anima Slash or something. Let me see. Yeah, Anima Slash. It trucking. It hit you for a lot of damage, and it put a nasty dot on the tank too. So you will want to have some defensive to survive it. Okay. I use Eye of Tear first, and then I think next one I use my trinket over here. And the healer put a Guardian Angel on me, so a lot of healing going on over here. And the next one I use Auto Defender, see that? And it's still trucking a lot, that dot over there. I think for the next one I just go through it. So usually the one Guardian is not too bad as long as you know what you're doing. Yeah, we're gonna kill that. I think the next pool that we ended up to have 2 guardian. Yes. Oh, so this pool over here is super dangerous. Any pool with 2 guardian, and over here I use sentinel, so I get a lot of damage reduction. So for the first setup anima slash, I don't have to worry much about that. It's still hurting a lot. See my HP going down. I had to use lay on hand to get me back. Now, this is after the pool was setting up, and I got to see that how it hurting me, and you auto defender for that. Even Eye of Tears over here, and I think I call for AMZ over here. Yeah, so AMZ is a AoE damage reduction from decay. It reduced magic damage you're taking. Okay, and then the next one I think I use bubble. No, I use, yeah, kind of like one of the bubble that spell warding. Okay, so I'm planning that if it casts one more time, I might need to use my real bubble over here. But they die, so there's only one left, and if it's only one, then most of the time you'll be fine as long as you have some stack of free warp glory over here. Okay, so my Wicked show me over here. We're gonna go to the next big ad. This is more like a mini boss in here. Okay, a lot of tank die in here because this one do a tricky thing called shred armor. It put a stacking debuff on you that increases the damage you take by I think 20%. Reducing your armor by some percent or something, but once you hit 2 or 3 stack, it starts hurting very much. So over here, I see the stack almost down, and it catapult radiance. You have to pull the dragon out of that, so it's not getting healed. Okay, because anything get into that pool over there gonna get healed. All right, and then I just run far away, so that way, like, the dragon will not cast another shred armor on me. All right. Over here, the shaman put earth elemental, and you see that it hit the earth elemental for me, so that's great. So that I only have like 1 stack. Now I run away, run far. Okay. See that it heal like 5%, and that 5% take forever to reduce. Now shred armor again. In high key, sometimes you will want to invest some small cooldown in there to make sure you're not dying to that shred armor. You're gonna cast another one, and I think I use something over here. Yeah, I used 100% what is that? Spell block to kind of like Hopefully I'm not dying to that. Now we kill this one and go to the next pool. So over here we have double guardian again, but I do have almost everything. So coming in with sentinel, and on the pool this one is fine. Whenever we have sentinel, we are invincible. I'm not really with that much, but yeah, it's way safer. Alright, make sure you kick the shepherd right there, and then try to lead through the second set. I'm gonna use some defensive over here. I believe that auto defender come back. So to survive this thing, and then I think we kill it before the third set. Maybe not. Yeah, I had to use Eye of Tir over here to reduce their damage, and it's still trucking me. Now there's so when it only one left, then like just do your normal rotation and you should be fine. Another important thing is I do not try to outrange it. Kind of like if it start casting, no matter where it's still hitting you, and if you're not in range, you cannot block or parry it, and more likely you're gonna receive 100% damage and die. That hit really hard. Alright, this is the boss. We lost over here. And there's not much to say about this boss besides you just have to kick the patty cake. That thing, if it casts, it instantly kills you, okay? Even if you have defensive. Unless you have some immunity, or else it's just like instant death. And that's the only thing that you have to interrupt, so always keep your interrupt like that, and like when the boss casting that, you see it showing up, you kick it. Alright, over here usually what I do is like I like to save my stun for the guest in game so I can stun the ad over there. And in this one right here, I put my Blessing of Sacrifice on the healer because I just want to heal it, staying alive. I do some defensive here because the boss gonna hit you, and those clones gonna have some AoE damage too, right? You want to do some defensive over there so that way your healer will not have to worry much to focusing healing you too much, because that a group-wise damage, everybody taking damage. You will want to minimize the damage you take during that phase as much as possible. Right, over here, keep going, but that should be it. Repeat and rinse. Okay, now if you are DPS healer that you get targeted by the fox, by that thing, okay, run away from the group, okay, do not run into the tank. I used to have a group that for whatever reason they just keep running toward me, and then it makes it really hard for us. Over here the DK do the AMZ. If you notice that in most of my video, when the DK do the AMZ, I'm staying out of the AMZ. The reason for that, because AMZ have a shield amount, like I think 2, 3, 5 million somewhere. So if it absorbs like that much damage, it could disappear. So I staying out because as a tank, most of the time when we had a group-wise damage, you don't take that much of damage as much as your teammate. So you want to save those like AMZ absorb amount for your teammate, okay, and try yourself to staying alive with your own defensive. Okay, sometimes the boss hit really hard. I think they hit my back or something. All right, next we're gonna go to the tricky area. Now we have only like 10 minutes left. Okay, the best thing to do over here is skipping this one, but this is normally the priest can do the my soothe on this ad right there that I'm pointing at, and then people just run through it, but this is a perk, so we just kill it. Alright, killing this one real quick. Over here, at the DPS, if you have small cooldown, I recommend that you use it here. In high key, usually it come back before the next pull. Now over here, you can do it less, less risky, but I don't have time. Right, I look at the time over here. I don't have time, so I do this double pull. This one is heavy on the healer too. Those small ads, they put a dot on people. I'm not really a dot, but it's kind of like a damage thing over here. Once the thing going down, it kind of explode and give you some more damage. Then the Stackhorn do a AoE called acid something, I forgot. Darn it. It's not acid global. I think it acid. I don't know. It's just a big AoE. Acid Nova. Yeah. So you see that it hit everybody a lot. So that's a heavy on the healer. Over here, I throw a shield. I mean to get those two flyer too. Those two flyer, they do not really do much by themselves, but they put a nasty poison on people. And you can see even on the tank, it's trucking. But well, if I don't dispel the shaman, he might die. So that's why I prioritize that dispelling themselves and using defensive on myself. Okay. And I think my gonna get ready again. I think I'm gonna dispel this guy. Yeah. Over here, and I got the dot again. See that? Trucking. When I don't have it, it's not losing that much damage. The healer now has the dot, and I cannot dispel it yet. Okay. That should be it. Now we go to the next pull. I wait for the acid nova because like if it hit people and then I pull the next one, they're gonna die. So I just let the stack on cast it first and the healer slowly, like heal it back. Okay, over here, I think I let the shield out. We killed her. I think I don't remember. Yeah, we killed the stack on. And I pull the next four big. Very small ad, but their icon is big. All right. Over here as a tank, you will want to try keep walking, okay? Because the small ad, they drop a poison butter, like the green one. If your DPS standing on that, they will die in high key. Sometimes you just die instantly. So we'll just want slowly walking like that. That way you create space for your DPS to do it. Some tank, they just like, oh, I'm fine with I'm just standing still. That's a big mistake, and that sometimes cost you the key because the DPS have to like position themselves. So as a tank, when you're leading your group, like you also need to think about like not only where you're standing, but where are your DPS gonna standing. You need to create a good spot for them to freely do the DPS without worry much about the ground. So over you see that the lava, they will drop some puddle. Okay. So that's why you're gonna start see you will see me start walking away from them. Those see that. Now I try to walk away, kicking that one. See that? Okay, slowly walk away. Because if I walk too far, then I'm gonna reach the other pack. And we don't want to pull two stack horn at the same time because acid nova, as you can see, whenever it casts, it's like 70% up like the DPS and the heal HP. So if casting like two acid nova back to back, that's a wipe. See that how hard it hit over there. So sometimes you need to risk, but risking pulling two stack on at the same time is not smart. That's more likely to give you a wipe. Okay, so now we go to the next pull over here. Another stack horn in here. I think we don't have any kick over here. Yeah, but it's easy because you can just poach it. I'm a blood elf, so I can do that. All right, this one we move a little bit, kicking the one and start moving toward the boss. But the shaman put down the earth elemental. Right, killing one, start walking. Another thing that we don't want to walk too fast over here is because like I have an elemental shaman in here. So you see that earthquake on the ground effect right there. If you move too much, like the shaman will not do a lot of damage because that they put that ground effect over there, and you walk the at away from the ground effect, so you reduce your damage. Okay. Next, we're gonna go for the boss. We only have like 4 minutes, okay, but we have blood loss over here, so just committing that. In this fight over here, the best thing to do is stacking on the healer. Okay, but the healer is staying a little bit far. Sometimes you want to stack on the tank, but because the tank gonna be targeted by the Mythic, and anybody need to run away from the tank to break the Mythic. No, excuse me. So everybody needs to run away from the tank to break the Mythic. So that's why earlier in the key I tell people stack on the healer, but in perk they don't really they do what they think is right. So we have to kind of follow that. But again, stack on the healer, and you're gonna see like a green portal right now. When you see this one, some people are just like, oh, this portal right here is dangerous. Let me run so far away. You don't have to run far, because the farther you run, the more messy it becomes later during the fight. So you just wanna kind of like run like sidewalk a little bit. So you can see over here, I just run a little bit over here, right? And I'm standing still. See that? So the next one, when this one go, it's gonna follow you to where you were last time, and it's just adding more and more portal following you. So that's why you don't want to move so far at first, because like if you run too far at first, it's gonna be a big mess, and then at the end you don't have a lot of space to run. Okay, and over here after that one, as a tank, you wanna go. So you wanna signal where they should stay, but you see people come over here. Right, and I'm gonna get targeted by the Mythic, so I'm gonna run away. See that? So that's why I target on either side, but people still stay on the link. Okay, now next, normally I just run to the healer, but everybody was all around, so now I mark where we need to stay, and another portal. So you see that? Now I just sidestep a little bit. That's it. So if everybody is stacked, you're going to see this boss is going to be very, very easy, especially if you stack on the healer. And I will explain to you after the shield. So in the shield right here, if you have some cooldown as a tank, use that. Just use that to burn the shield, because that shield do a lot of damage to people around. So now I signal where we should stay again. Try to stacking in here, people are still spreading, right? Make it harder, okay? So when the bot summon the ad, right, those ads will like target one of your DPS or healer. Usually it target the one that healing the most. So it's more like a healer mechanic, but sometimes like your DPS leeching too much, and they get targeted by the ad. So if everybody stay around the healer, right, they will kill the ad instantly, and that make their life easier, because they'll add trucking too, not trucking the tank, but trucking DPS and the healer. So if they all stack together, they can kill the ad and they move together. But over here, yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to find a spot that I'm gonna run away from the group. See, so you will really want to kind of like think about where you're gonna run, okay? Because if you stay right like in the middle of the group, you wanna kill all the people. Over here, I try to use my defensive cooldown and healing cooldown to help keep people staying alive for that shield. All right, the rest of the fight is just a what is that? The race with time, and we kill the boss first on the time runner first. But over here, you can see that the healer get targeted by the ad. And I try to do my divide toll, run away, see that nobody get linked, and that's safe. Now I had to find a safe spot, so I mark that I will run over there with the group. Okay, so now we kind of stay close to each other over here. I try to stay close, see that, and they everybody was scattered all around. That's it. But that's all for this fight. The rest is, again, I just try to kill it. We just try to kill it. Over here, if anybody die, like if any single of them die, we're gonna fail the key. But luckily, and also people were, I mean, like they're really good for perk. Nobody died here. He's almost died. But he alive. And we got the key. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you like it, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, I see you later.